Imagine you don't step out of your comfort zone to face the fear. Guess what? You will never have the chance to expand your comfort zone. And you'll be the same as you were 10 years from now. By getting out of your comfort zone to face the fear, you have the chance to overcome the fear. I felt fear when I took the risk to walk up to somebody, to talk, raise my hand to ask a question, and get out of my house to meet people. Staying in your comfort zone means that you are comfortable, as there's nothing to be feared of, because you don't have to face the fear. What if you just step out of that comfort zone? Then you might feel uncomfortable, fear, because you're outside of your comfort zone. What if you overcame the fear? What if you fulfilled and be impressed by your action? So basically, I just joined a teaching center in last year, December. So I was not familiar with the people there, basically strangers to me. However, there was one girl I knew from the tuition group, and I chatted with her a bit online. Yeah, just text. So on 12th December, I went there earlier, and one of the girls beside me seemed like her based on her description when we chatted online. But it turned out I stood beside her thinking about what to say. In the end, I still couldn't take the first step. I felt as if I was a weirdo and a failure, and I was disappointed in my behavior. Let's say, what if I did it? What if I talked? What if I asked? What if I said? Well, that would be kind of cool, because I actually would feel happy and fulfilled with what I have done. I would have no regrets, because most of the time we regret what we didn't do. So how could I improve that? By talking to more and more people, feeling fear and overcoming the fear. And I can only feel fear if I get out of my comfort zone, like going out and meeting people. So what? I decided to try again for the next time. Well, I was at the tuition center because I arrived early. I had time to chat a bit. I spotted another girl and I went beside her and waited for a good 10 minutes and asked the question that ran in my mind. In the end, I got to know her a bit, like where she lived, which school she went to, and she actually worked part-time at that center, okay? But anyway, there was an awkward pause in the middle when I was asking questions, like for about 30 seconds before I asked the next question. But it's okay, like she probably felt awkward too. Like she also did ask me questions about like which school I went to. Well, I didn't expect her to ask me questions as well, so it was a good surprise. That was a pretty good conversation, and you know what? I felt so fulfilled and happy, and I was sure she was as well, because nobody was talking to her at that time. That was a good experience, I would say. One thing I realized is that if I give myself too much time to stand there and wait, to let myself overthink, then I would probably just end up not taking the step at all. So I just want to do it before I think for too long. Imagine a black hole. If you give yourself too much time to wait, not running away from the black hole, when you are getting closer and closer to the black hole, because the black hole is attracting you, right? Then you would eventually be consumed by the black hole and never get out of it. That's why you end up not taking the step. What if you're in the black hole? Like you have waited for 20 minutes, 1 hour, or even 2 hours. You have finished overthinking everything, every single possibilities, and hesitating for a good long time. Is it meant that it is impossible for you to get out of the fear black hole? Well, I believe no. It's not completely impossible, because I tried this before. Like during classes, I was in the classroom with another 6 students. I know it's unbelievably fast. I had a math question that I didn't know how to do. I swear, if I do it for another try, really using another 30 minutes to think about it to try and probably solve it, but I didn't. I just give up. Anyway, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is I was scared to ask a question. So I wanted to ask a question to my math teacher who was sitting in front of me about 2 meters away. I hesitated for like nearly 30 minutes, like whether to stand up and talk and walk towards my teacher and ask or not. Because the class was too quiet, like nobody was talking. Like nobody was talking, it was like so quiet. But anyway, I already had that thought in my mind that about like 30 minutes had passed. I was probably in that black hole already. I was thinking about it. I'm gonna prove that even when I'm in the black hole, I can get out of the black hole as well. So eventually I got up and asked my questions. I did ask my questions, okay, eventually. Actually, it wasn't that hard or scary. Just need to stand up, right? Don't think too much, just stand up. Because when I stood up, there was no choice but for me to walk and ask questions. And there were times when I went to the library and planned to say a sentence, not even long conversation, like today is a nice day, something like that. If it's really a nice day, it's basically a Monday topic is meaningless conversation. So I went to the library, stayed there for a good 2 hours. My main goal was to find a person to talk to, that's all. Yeah, or until the time I had to leave, like the library was closing. Then I left with disappointment because I didn't talk as what I had planned. The minimum I could do is to smile at people. I learned this 2 years ago and I have been implementing it into my life. Like right now, it's not a big deal for me to smile at people that I want to smile at. Although sometimes I still find it a bit difficult, still struggle sometimes. But feeling fear is not totally a bad thing. Imagine a life with no fear. Basically, you just don't fear anything. Feeling fear, nervous, are not completely bad, as we need these feelings to help us survive, whether you believe it or not, but I'm gonna explain it. Well, let's pretend like you are not afraid of anything. Then you went to the jungle for a walk alone, and while you were walking, you saw a tiger 100 meters in front of you. The tiger was fierce and hungry, but you didn't feel fear. So you wanna think of running away, because you only run away when you have fear, right? Well, since you didn't feel the necessary fear to run away, in the end, you were eaten by the tiger. Okay, that's the end of the story. So basically, feeling fear to the danger is not completely a bad thing. Imagine it is 10 p.m. and you are walking alone on a dark path. Then you felt a bit nervous and scared because there was a guy following you behind. So then you would run to a lively place, right? If not, it is dangerous being alone. Feeling fear is not completely bad thing. Sometimes we just need to feel the fear. So again, do you want to stay in your comfort zone for the rest of your life? For me, I don't want to. I don't want to be the same and not have any improvement 10 years from now. So plan when and where to go and meet the strangers to get out of your comfort zone. Just plan like tomorrow or this Saturday. Find a stranger like who didn't know. Getting out of the comfort zone to face the fear is better than staying in the comfort zone and not feeling fear. Basically, feeling fear is better than not feeling the fear at all, as it creates the chance for you to overcome the fear. Bars. What if you stay in your comfort zone? You're not gonna feel the fear. If you're not gonna feel the fear, how are you gonna overcome that? So just stand in front of fear and being haunted by the fear and like taking the risk, like you might be disappointed about yourself if you didn't do it. You know what just happened? My phone dropped.